What's going on? Mike Neumann here with Inside Natural Bodybuilding. We're at the conclusion of the IFPA Pro North American. This pro med lineup was stacked. A lot of top quality athletes here. 14 men pros, and only the top 7 qualified for the Orton Cup. You don't want to barely get a Orton Cup qualification. You want to come in and dominate and place high, just so you can go to the Orton Cup with some good momentum. But nonetheless, I'm standing there with one of the guys finishing in the top 5. You all know who he is. His name is Craig Toth. I've been hearing about him for years. First time I've seen him in person. So Craig, good to meet you in person. How do you feel with your finish? I know you're not satisfied, but still in the top 5 in a show like this is something else.
My goal coming in here was to qualify for Orton, and that was always the goal. I mean, anytime you come into a show like this, you automatically compare yourself to other people. You have your own prediction or whatever, but that really doesn't matter in the end. And in that particular group, I've been doing this is my 82nd show. I've been doing this a while. So
damn, 82 shows you've done? Okay.
82, yeah. So I've been around long enough to know out of those judges, there was probably a slew that had me pretty much 2 through 6, maybe a 7.
Yeah,
who knows? I don't know. Maybe at first, I doubt it, but whatever. So it's all over the place with that crew. I mean, I think, in my opinion, the guy that won deserved to be there fairly definitively. The rest, I think, honestly, 2 through 5 could have been slewed anyway, and I got the 5th. That's kind of how I feel about it. Maybe that sounds like a victim mentality, but whatever. But it doesn't, in the end, it makes no difference because this show is a stepping stone. I did what I wanted to do, and I'll just try to improve for Orton in whatever capacity I can at this point.
Yeah. Different. Well, you're in your prime, it looks like. Different judging panels would have had it differently. I mean, what if you competed in Iowa versus Kansas City versus St. Louis versus Seattle, Washington versus here? Do you think different areas of the nation judge differently?
Oh, absolutely. In Boise, they extremely hard. They actually had Berto and I came down to a 2-point difference just a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that was surprising actually to me because they love hardness, and he's definitely harder than me. But I still got some first places over, which was actually surprising to me.
Sure.
In this situation, I've never been here, so I really don't have any idea. But it was all over the place. The guy second was obviously smaller, but pretty hard, kind of Earl Schneider style guy.
Okay.
The guy that won had good symmetry, but he had kind of a bit of everything. That's why he won. Yeah. Then you had third, very tall, longer frame, but really nice V taper. That's another package. And then you had fourth that, he was kind of a classic. Oh, I don't know how to put it. He was kind of a classic 5'7" frame. He was pretty good everywhere, but didn't have anything that blew you away. But he was solid everywhere. And then you have me, that I have my own attributes that are pretty unique. I'm really thick and just a big dude, and I have that. Yeah. But I don't have as big of a V taper because I have kind of narrower clavicles. I am what I am, so I have to do about 1 million sets of lateral raises to try to catch up to these boys. Yeah. So we all have our weaknesses, and this was a really, really diverse group. So you can't expect any gifts because I could have been anywhere from 2nd to 5th legitimately. Yeah, and you were certainly a physical presence. When they lined all you guys up in pre-judging this morning, they brought out the entire class of 14 pro men, and you were the one that stood out to me in the front sitting relaxed position from top to bottom. You just looked massive out there. You had a lot of muscle, so I knew you were going to be a favorite going in to the finals tonight. So here's where you land. You got the top 5, got your good qualification. Sometimes I'm a bit of an oddball. I mean, I am. There aren't, for better or worse, and sometimes it's worse, I am built different than the back. You don't see people built like me. And that can play against me, and it can play for me. And a lot of times either I get first or I get right down the road. Because I don't really fit in. I guess what I'm saying is there aren't 3 other guys that look kind of like my body on any stage.
I see what you're talking about.
And that can be a mixed deal. So sometimes people have to see me more often. They kind of have to see what I look like and hopefully see a progression, and this federation has to see much. Yeah. So I got to play my dues, basically. Right.
I'd typically hit 15 to 20 shows a year. It's my first time seeing you in person, but you're certainly an established top pro here in the IFPA. I believe the IFPA is the most competitive natural bodybuilding organization out there, and you beat a lot of top pros today. You finished where you did, so what's next for Craig Toth?
Get better. Get better, and that means a lot of things. I'll try to get a shade harder. I'll try to peak a little better. I'm not, I'm 40, almost 40, about 43 basically with the ordinance. I'm not going to recreate myself, but I want to take what I got, improve it in the next 3-4 months. Obviously get as hard as I can because that's what it's about. Yeah. And people automatically think if a guy's big, he doesn't care about hardness. I've died in the better part of the last 7 years. Yeah. And I hired Alberto for one reason alone. I found a guy that was very educated, very smart, very sharp, very cerebral,
that is extraordinarily hard.
Yeah.
And that's his deal. And I didn't find someone like that because I'm a mass monster.
Yeah.
Hiring some big. I thought I would have hired Kiyoshi.
Yeah.
But I got that eventually. So that's why I went for that. So I think sometimes people get a misconception about kind of the way people train or where their emphasis is.
Yeah.
So my deal is to get harder, but I got to be me. I got to be that thing that makes me unique. Else I just throw everything away.
Yeah, well, if you're looking for a top prep coach to get you ready for a show, if you want to win your next show, you got to check out 3dmusclejourney.com. Team 3DMJ, they always bring some top competitors to their shows. 3dmusclejourney.com. What are you going to compete between now and the Orton Cup, or is this it?
I actually have an NPC show in 2 weeks that is in my hometown, and my brother comes out of country and has only seen me compete once in 22 years. So
yeah.
I'm going to hop in it and just have some fun and see if I can knock off some non-drug-free guys.
Is that in Iowa?
It's in Boise.
Okay, is that a Jack Tony show?
It's the Craigs.
Okay.
They're gonna run it with the big Bodybuilding comments.
Yeah. Good.
I haven't done an NPC show since my first show.
Oh really?
So
since you're already now.
I couldn't care the least how I place, but
yeah.
I'll try to play with some more peaking things and have Berto kind of tweak some things so we can kind of log it in there.
Sounds good. We'll strike a pose for the fans in YouTube land here. This is Craig Toth, top IFPA pro. Look for him at the Orton Cup. Until next time, Craig Toth, Mike Neumann, 3dmusclejourney.com. We're out of here. Thanks for watching.